look so wonderful in your dress. I love your hair like that. The way it falls on the side of your neck. Down your shoulder.
Hello, everybody. We have come together, surrounded by the love of family and friends, to celebrate one of life's greatest moments, the union of Gabrielle and Luke in matrimony. But we wanted to begin by greeting you all. The fact that you're here, that you have traveled such a great distance to do so, shows the love and support that you have for them. And they would like to sincerely thank you for being here. It's on their behalf that I welcome you all. Please take your seats. Marriage is an adventure in the most intimate of human relationships. It is the mutual commitment of two people sincerely in love, who share the same dreams about life. But more than that, it is the intimate sharing of two lives. And it is a sharing that does not diminish, but enhances the individuality of each partner. And it is always a joyous occasion when two souls are united in love, when two hearts experience the same feeling and act as one in this most beautiful spiritual union. So today is a very special day in your lives. In the time that you have been together, which I've heard has been quite a while, your love and understanding of each other has grown and matured so much that here we are, with your decision to begin living your lives as husband and wife, promising to face the future together. Commitment. You enter this new stage in your lives being very clear that you have the interest of you as a couple first. I know you're important individuals, but the decision-making process from now on is made from the us point, period. Compassion. I'm pretty sure you know by now that you won't always see eye to eye. Still, help and respect each other in every way you can, in the understanding that at some point you will decide to forgive because you choose to love. And caring, that is to keep taking care of each other as if you still were in the first stages of your relationship, doing things for each other, little things that let the other know they are loved and appreciated. Okay? Do you promise to take each other and be there, no matter what life throws at you? If so, please say, I do.
I do.
I do. Gabrielle Bethany Tilbury, the cute, bubbly girl at Canadian Tire. Great things can happen in unexpected places, from coworker to the love of my life. The adventures we've had, the experiences we've shared, the experiences we will share. I promise to be by your side through thick and thin, the good and the bad. You're my number one supporter and my best friend. I promise to support you through your challenges and celebrate your triumphs, to tackle challenges head on together. I promise to be the best husband I can be in our journey through life together. I promise to not only grow old with you, but grow with you as well. Our relationship has been built on trust and respect. I promise to trust and listen to your opinions and point of view, to be open and honest with you. And with that, I promise to be faithful to you for all of my life. Gabi, I promise to love you without compromise or hesitation, to laugh with you and cry with you, to do my utmost to make you smile every day. I take you to be my wife and my partner for the rest of my days.
It is so difficult to put into words how you have made me feel over the last 7.5 years, but I'm going to try. First, I just want to say that I am so lucky that I get to be the woman you chose and continue to choose to love. Ever since I met you, you have inspired me to be a better person, and I have always admired your kind heart and your generous mind. I have watched you achieve so much throughout our time together, and I want you to know that I am always so proud of you. You have supported me through many highs and lows, and I couldn't be more thankful, grateful, and amazed to call you mine. Growing up, I really struggled with the concept of home, and then I met you, and everything changed. You have shown me that home doesn't have to be where you live. Home can be a person, and I am always home when I'm with you. Luke, I vow to always be your biggest cheerleader, and to chase your car dreams with you. I vow to forever laugh with you, hurt with you, and cry tears of joy with you. I promise to listen until you feel heard and lift you up in times of sorrow. I vow to eat cereal for dinner with you whenever you want, and do not get too mad when you forget to put the toilet seat down. But most of all, I vow to love you through every circumstance that may come our way for the rest of your life, and I can't wait to finally be your wife.
The rings are the perfect gift to give each other. They are the circle, the emblem of eternity. And that's to remind you that what you have pledged here today is to be forever. So when you have been together for the longest time, you will always know that they embrace all the memories of what your life and relationship has been. I hope they remind you of how deep your love is for one another today. If you please begin, Luke, by placing the ring on Gabi's finger. If you please repeat after me. From underneath.
I give you this ring as a token of my love and fidelity. And with it, I join my life with yours.
I give you this ring as a token of my love and fidelity. And with it, I join my life with yours.
The rings on your fingers symbolize the touch of the spirit of love that lives in your hearts. We choose different colors to give importance to the individuals. They can stand on their own and be whole without the need of anything else. But when blended together, they represent an entirely new one, extraordinary love relationship. Each grain of sand brings to the mixture a lasting beauty that forever enriches the combination. Just as these grains of sand can never be separated, so will your marriage be. The bonding of two hearts, two roads, one journey. Now, as you continue your journey together, I just want to give you a little piece of advice, if I may. Treat yourselves and each other with respect, and remind yourselves often of what brought you together. Give the highest priority to the tenderness, gentleness, and kindness that your connection deserves. When frustration, difficulty, or fear assail your relationship, as it happens sometimes, remember to focus on what is right between you, not only the part which seems wrong. In this way, you can ride out the storms when clouds hide the face of the sun from your lives, remembering that even if you lose sight of it for a moment, the sun is still there. And if each of you takes responsibility for the quality of your lives together, I assure you, it will be marked by abundance and delight. Now, because you, Gabi, Luke, have exchanged promises of faithful love, and before us you have also exchanged symbols that make this covenant visible, it is my privilege to recognize you as husband and wife. You may kiss your bride.
Time goes by and I've been holding everything inside, but now I've got nothing left to hide. Well, I'm with you, oh you. but I can't see how strong a man I'm gonna have to be to do for you. It comes so naturally, it's in the way you move. And all I want is a chance to prove, so all I can do. I believe in starting over, I can see that your heart is true. I believe in good things coming back to you. You're the light that lifts me higher, so bright you got me through. I believe in you, and I don't mind if you want to hold on to me tight. You don't have to sleep alone tonight if you don't want to. And all I want is to know you're near. You're all I need here. I believe in starting over, I can see that your heart is true. I believe in good things coming back to you. You're the light that lifts me higher, so bright you got me through. I believe in you, I believe in you, I believe in you. Whoa, you got me through. I believe in you.
It gives me a real great sense of belonging, seeing the faces that I didn't know, you're related to. And it was a real eye-opener. Recently I found by DNA that not only does Gab, Max and Joe have their mother's Danish and Scottish genes, but I also give them Irish, German, Italian, and even a few North African genes. So Gab and Luke, Luke adding your Dutch, Irish, American, and other Western European genes, your children will have a gene from almost everywhere. I've almost an overwhelming sense of pride right now for both Gab and Luke. John, I know Kathy's not here, but you've raised a wonderful, loving, and kind young man. It's grown into a fine young man since I've known him. Luke, you're a proud, generous, loving man who loves his family greatly, and you've become part of our family. You enjoy our weird British sense of humour. And you and I actually have an uncanny knack of constantly finding squeaky floorboards in our house. Strange nobody else finds any. Gab, what can I say about you? I'll never forget the 23-hour labour we endured. No, Darlene endured. That's it. None. I see in your eyes your love for Luke. That's so big. You just fit perfectly together, all right? Like Darlene and I. But please don't take it for granted, okay? And Luke, remember my advice. 99% of the time, it's just say yes, okay? She's right. I just want to say welcome to our family, Luke. Many of them you haven't met yet, okay? I love you both, all right? Everyone, let's raise your glass to the bride and groom, Gabby and Luke.
Briefly, and you guys are joining families together. You guys are going to create something new. And you're going to get so much marriage advice. You're going to get people to say, do this, don't do this. The first year is super hard. After that, it's easy. The first year is amazing. After that, it sucks. And I would just say don't listen to anybody. Focus on you guys. Focus on what has worked for 7.5 years. Reach out when you need help. Be there for each other and support each other, which you already do. And I'm not worried. I'm so happy to finally be here with you guys, seeing you guys get married, and it means so much to me. And with that, I just want to raise a glass to Luke and Gabi, to the Van Westenbruggs and the Tilburys. Cheers.
I first met Gabi when I literally begged her to give me an invite to her party, and she said yes. I was surprised she said yes so easy. Turns out Gabi was terrified of me. Me, 5 foot nothing, 60 pounds, terrified of me. So safe to say my judgment in her character choice wasn't always. So when Gab told me she was moving to Canada, it's safe to say I was devastated. I cried for weeks. Even the day before she left to go to Canada, I got myself run over by a car to try and stop her. It didn't work. They still came. When Gabi offered to pay for flights for me to come visit her in Canada, safe to say I was ecstatic. We were literally inseparable the whole 6 weeks, except when Gabi was working to pay for those flights. And I became a part of the Tilbury clan. After being there for the 6 weeks, I decided that Canada, I needed to be with Gabi. So yeah, Gabi likes to copy me. For anyone that doesn't know, me and Gab will get dressed in separate bedrooms and come out wearing the exact same outfit. So I got a boyfriend. A week later, Gabi got a boyfriend, happened to be Luke. I got engaged. Gabi got engaged. I got married. Here we are. I got pregnant. Coming next. And I just want to thank you, Luke, for looking after her when I couldn't, when she was upset, and you were the one that was there for her and I wasn't. It was hard for me, but thank you. I'm not a good public speaker, in case you guys haven't noticed. And I know you guys are gonna have an absolutely fantastic life together, mainly because I'm in it. And one day you guys are going to have some cute babies, almost as cute as Ellie. I just want to thank everyone again. Thanks for a fantastic day, for bringing us with you and letting us celebrate. And I love you guys. To the beautiful bride, Gabi and Luke.
We'd just like to thank all you guys for coming down here to a hard place to be, definitely. Enjoy a week vacation and come be here with us on this day. Just really appreciative, and it means a lot for all of you to have come here for us from afar and from Canada.
We also wanted to say thank you for all of the couples here, especially my parents and my nanny, for being fabulous role models for us of how we want our marriage to be. And yeah.
I apologize for my wife not being here. She's taken ill with a really severe viral sore throat, but hopefully she'll be back tomorrow. In typical generous fashion, she was out. We finally traced it down to our epidemiology. Gabi will be familiar with that. To her helping out at the church with the Mothers and Tots group about a week or so ago. And you know how those little toddlers are like Petri dishes on 2 feet. So watch out. Ellie is maybe the most dangerous person here. And we, incidentally, had our wedding 27 years prior to that on my parents' 53rd wedding anniversary. So you have, following on a tradition of 80 unbroken years of partnership to model your marriage on. So I expect that you'll continue that till your oldest wedding day. And so an example to follow. And to date, go all the way back to, I think, birth stories. Luke wasn't quite as much of a struggle as you were, as only took about 14 hours, as I recall. But somewhere later in the process, the obstetrician noted that he had a few heart decelerations and had to do a mid-forceps delivery. As the obstetrician says, that's kind of like taking tonsils out from the other end type of thing. So poor mom. But I said earlier on today, I'd never seen her as sick as she was today. She was in much better shape half an hour after Luke was born than she was today, with a baby to show for it, no less. But Luke has always been a very active and energetic young fellow all the way from day one. But even, in fact, before he was born, the reason he had those decelerations, he had the cord wrapped around his neck. So even before he was born, he was playing around with stuff he shouldn't have been touching. But again, I'll add my thanks to everybody who's come. It's been an absolutely fabulous time, a fabulous wedding, and congratulations to the two of you for planning it. It's just been amazing, so thank you very much.
I'm the best man's mom, and I've known Luke for the same amount of time that Scott has, because he was at our house quite often. And it has just been great getting to know him and seeing him grow up into such a wonderful person. And I feel very blessed and honored that I got invited to spend this time with you. Just a funny little story about Luke. He spent a lot of time at our house, a lot of sleepovers, and Scott and him would play a lot of video games, watch movies, that kind of thing. And one morning, I think it was about 7 in the morning, Scott came in my room and he said, "Mom, Luke is gone." And I said, "Well, where do you think he is?" He said, "I don't know, he's gone." So I phoned the Van Westenbrug's house, and one of the girls answered the phone. "Hello?" I said, "I just want to know if Luke is there." "I don't know," because I woke you up. I don't know which one of you it was. And I said, "Please just go and check and see if he's home." So a few minutes later, he came back and said, "Yeah, he's in bed." I said, "Okay, thank you," and I hung up. And when Luke came over next, I said, "Luke, I don't understand. Like, you were sleeping over and all of a sudden you were gone." And he said, "I got bored and I called my dad at 3 a.m. and he came and got me." So, Gabi, if Luke ever gets bored, you'll know just to call his dad. Maybe he called him and he's over there. And one thing I said at Scott's wedding, which I believe is very true for Luke's character as well, is just faithfulness is what I see. All your groomsmen have been friends for many years, and they're all friends, and you've been friends for a long time, and I just see that you're a very faithful man, and that's a really great quality to have in a marriage. And Gabi, I don't know you well, but I think you're amazing. You're adorable, and you're just like the best couple. So bless you.
I just think it's really ridiculous that my brother, who I've watched grow up, all of the groomsmen I've probably seen in their underwear walking around our house a couple of times. I just can't believe my brother's getting married, and I'm just really happy. Gabi and I spent a couple of awkward months living together. Didn't see each other very often, but you know. And I'm just so happy that he has found somebody as wonderful and amazing as you. And I'm just really thankful for everybody who's here, and for the Tilbury family who has really welcomed not only Luke but our entire family into their home. And I just really, as much as Luke, feel like a part of your family. So thank you all for being here and celebrating these two wonderful people. Yeah.
So thankful for you guys. I love you guys so much. And the past 7.5 years of getting to know you together has been such a blessing in my life. From games nights to we can afford cranium to, you know, going on a boat trip on the Sicamous or whatever for a week. Everything has been amazing, and I am so grateful for you. It's funny, I was just at work a couple weeks ago and we were about to hang out in a couple of days, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, I'm just so excited to hang out with them. You are such a fun, amazing, incredible couple, and I just know that you have an amazing future ahead of you, and I'm so excited to be a part of it and to witness it. And I know Scott and I are so thankful for you. Scott is just talking about how incredible you are, how perfect you are, how Gabi, you couldn't be more perfect for Luke. You are an absolutely incredible couple. I'm so happy for you. Thank you.
I just really wanted to share with you guys one of my oldest memories of Luke, and I think it really shows who he is and really like what kind of person he is. And I was just telling this to the guys the other day that I remember the very first time I met Luke was, I was on my driveway riding my, green 1980s like old bicycle, and it's just like it was awesome. And I see like Luke kind of scootering down with his like. The Van Westenbrugs had like these like off-road scooters. I don't know if you guys still remember, but like those big tires. And like my bike broke down, and I was just like sitting there on the driveway trying to figure out what was going on. And I see Luke, and his siblings and his dad, they're all walking down. And, Luke sees me like fixing this bike, and then like Luke just comes over. He's like, "Oh, what's going on?" I was like, "Oh, like, I don't know. Like, I'm trying to fix my bike." And never talked to him before, but you know, Luke is just like, oh yeah, let's I think this is going on, and Luke just like starts taking a look, and then like, you know, my bike is fixed, and then like Luke and I are best friends since. Like I just like Luke's very inclusive. Like it's a very good trait of his. No matter who it is, he always makes sure, you know, that there's just no formality to it. He's a very inclusive person, and it's carried through even until now. You know, Luke and I grew up playing video games and camping in his backyard or whatever it may be, and now we, you know, work on cars together and share our love for European cars. So I really wanted to mention that, and I really couldn't think of a better person than Gabi now to share those traits with Luke. You know, we have Gabi and Luke over sometimes, and they'll come and eat like the spicy food at our house, and they'll just love it. So I don't know if you guys actually love it or not, or if you're being inclusive. But I'm really happy for you guys, and I cannot wait for you guys to, you know, have a family together, and hopefully I'll be a part of that as long as I can.
Than what everybody else here has said already. We all know that you're an incredible couple, and you've started a new phase of your journey together, and everyone here is still in the stages of their journey. And yes, the advice piece, take it or leave it, take it with a pinch of salt, but there is one thing that I would like to promise the both of you, which is that I will always stand by you both and be there when you need. And I think that if I were to ask the people here tonight to stand, if they shared that sentiment, that this would be quite nice. So everybody, if you vow to stand by this couple, and for the final time this evening, the toast to the bride and groom, Gabi and Luke.
I found a love for me. Darling, just dive right in and follow my lead. Well, I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. Well, I never knew you were the someone waiting for me. 'Cause we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time. But darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own, and in your eyes you're holding mine. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass. We're listening to our favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered underneath my breath, but you heard it. Darling, you look perfect tonight. Well, I found a woman stronger than anyone I know. She shares my dreams. I hope that someday I'll share her home. I found a love to carry more than just my secrets, to carry love, to carry children of our own. We are still kids, but we're so in love, fighting against all odds. I know we'll be alright this time. Darling, just hold my hand, be my girl, I'll be your man. I see my future in your eyes. deserve this. You look perfect tonight. Everyone will listen, and even if it hurts sometimes. If you will come and hear the message, everyone wants to learn to love again. Open up and come alive. If you will, can you hear my message? Leave your pain on the bedroom floor again, and bring a smile to survive. And do you think that you have that in you?